just got out of jail. You know, Heaven, it's like you hate
chat,
to be right.
Right? You look like, shout out the chat. The chat is amazing. Guys,
yeah, the chat is amazing. Blueface got released from jail. I know this is Mia's like topic, so I'm gonna let Mia react first. And I don't know if you guys know, but Blueface has a baby with a disability. It's very obvious. He just got out of jail, and he has.
Hold on. Allegedly, so we don't get sued. Allegedly, with a disability.
I'm gonna let you look at the baby, and y'all make up y'all mind. This is him hanging out with his baby mama, Christian Rock, who openly admitted to drinking, doing drugs while she was pregnant with the baby. Here we go.
Get to know the win, you know nothing about it. How you fuck how much I spend, like my family smiling.
That poor baby.
Yeah.
Why does the baby have no clothes on?
Because his mother is a bad mother.
How old is that baby?
Over 2 years old.
7 years old.
Do it one more time.
That baby 10 years old.
That's the mother in the back, guys. If you don't know, that's Christian Rock. Mia, what did she brag about? The drugs and the drinking?
It sound like a grown man.
So Christian Rock was from Baddies. Before that, she used to run track, and she used to be a reasonably decent person. But up in New England, we call it wet brain. So when you drink too much alcohol, you literally become like a mild form of mental retardation, for lack of a better term. It's called wet brain. We see it all the time in the ER. Just people who drink too much, and if it doesn't affect your liver, it affects your brain, and it's literally wet brain. And that's what she has. She can't put two words together. And unfortunately, she is on many, many videos and live streams visibly pregnant, admitting she's pregnant, talking about having an abortion after she goes out and parties. She's on strip clubs. She went to strip clubs. She was drinking. Literally, we're watching her take shots while like 7 or 8 months pregnant. She was wild when she was pregnant.
And this is the baby.
And this is the baby.
Yeah, I don't think.
And he's how old exactly? Not 10.
2.
No, for real.
Exactly 2. No, 2. 2 and
because I'm looking at like, can he hold his body up properly?
No.
There's
no.
He can't, like he's not. Doesn't have the ability to hold his own head up. His body. His muscular, like his muscle tone is very weak looking. Yeah. Like does he not run around, and why doesn't he have clothes on?
He doesn't.
Like as a mother, like these are the things that I'm looking at. That I'm just
we've actually
that baby don't even
he's
look
not
like
getting enough protein, clearly.
Now question though, Slim, are you pro-life?
Oh yeah.
Should she have gave birth?
I mean, it is what it is. I mean,
I'm just saying though, she was unfit before she was even pregnant though. She was unfit for a child. So should a person like this give birth though?
Why not?
Okay, so now you have a child that right now at 2 years old can't even hold her head up because her stomach was skid row, right? So should a person like this bring a human being in the world for what again?
They can take care of that child. They got the finances to do so. They brought the baby.
But they're not though.
They're not though.
No, they're not. That baby is naked.
I want to play another video. Wait 1 second, guys. I just want to show this to you. This is him in the pack and play because Heaven, you asked that. And I want to show it real quick.
Sonny, you standing up all by yourself now. It's another fatherless child. Can't act right cause they left him fatherless. No hood harder than fatherhood. Who gon' teach your son to go farther than father did? All these kids raising all these kids. Wish to start up my starter kit. Another fatherless child, influenced by the crowd. I'm a victim of the system, but I'm a suspect to the victim. I'm in church with a loaded weapon. I can't even trust the reverend. I'm praying with my eyes open, hoping
I can tell you, I have a 3-year-old son. He should be like able to stand up very easily. It's upsetting.
Give him time, man. You don't know what's gonna happen.
Okay.
man.
It's a
He
good
should be
good
doing a lot
chance.
more than that.
You
It's a
gotta
After
good
have
that, he
chance.
should be walking.
you gotta have faith, man.
It's a good chance Blueface go back to jail or smoke. He's an active
That's true.
gangbanger.
That's all very true.
He got gang tattoos while he
All
was in
very
jail.
true. That
Hold
has
on.
nothing to do with that child.
Slim, let me say this though. He has the tattoos that he got in jail means he's active, right? Those are active tattoos. He's putting in work, right? So
Right.
it is a high probability that he either goes back to jail or he gets smoked, right? And then her, who she is. And what I'm asking you, you're pro-life to that, even if the probability of that child living a great life is low as hell.
Bro, you don't know what's gonna happen with that child's future. That's not even fair.
I said the
Can I?
probability.
What I'm
Yes,
saying
What
go
is
ahead,
that
Mia.
child enduring right now?
you're
That's
saying
my
that
question.
Well,
Forget about
predicting,
the
you
future.
guys are predicting
Forget about the
something that
future.
you have no knowledge of. You don't know what that child's gonna be in 10 years.
Oh, so now we
You
throw
know what that
statistics
child's
out.
gonna be in 20 years. You don't know how
Can I?
he's gonna recover.
Okay,
Can I
got you.
say something real quick?
Okay.
So
Go
I
ahead.
will say, obviously, we are not magicians. We don't know what's going to happen in the future.
Thank you.
The problem, this is the worst case scenario because the parents have the means to get him everything that he needs: occupational therapy, speech therapy, PT. They're just actively choosing not to. However, I say that to say that generally speaking, honestly, I feel like CPS is going to take the baby. Her family or his family, especially his mother, who's very active, is going to take possession. So there could be potentially a light at the end of the tunnel for this child. All they need is a secondary adult to go to court and take possession of the child, which hopefully will
And
happen.
Mia, to the point of the grandmother, she made a video. I don't have it. We'll play it another time. But the grandmother's bragging that there is a DNA test that Blueface took. We will have the results. I do think Mia's right. I think the grandmother's going to fight to take custody of the
Yeah.
baby. But is the baby really good with her? I mean, look how. Shut up.
I will say, obviously, to be honest, if this was a perfect world, which is not, but if it was, to be honest, I want Jade and Alexis to fight and take that baby. Her and Blueface's two kids together are fantastic. They're doing so well. Her house is always clean. They're always in school. These children are always presentable. She hardly ever has them out and about all the time. I mean, to be honest, she's the better baby mama. she should
I
she
wouldn't.
can raise
I
this
wouldn't
baby
wish. I
perfectly
wouldn't wish
fine.
that on her. As a mother of two kids, as a single mother of two kids, I would not wish that on her. A baby with special needs like that is a lot of work. I think Blueface and Krishan need to go make it work and go be mother and father to that baby. Nobody else. That's just my opinion, because they was all hugged up, kissing, talking about having, in the clip. And I'm gonna play the lady who Mia's talking about because I actually have that clip. This is her.
Two things for certain. You bitches go on live talking about, oh, and if you talk about my son and anybody that talk about my son and this is what happens to them and da 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 da. No, and if any bitch play about my kids or disrespect my kids or disrespect me about my kids, yeah, we gonna see how far I'm willing to take it. I'm not no buster bitch about my kids, okay? I don't let anybody just play with them. I don't let anybody just be around my kid. I don't let anybody, it ain't like that over here, okay? What? Play that over.
The picnic. She's saying this in front of the picnic.
Bowling,
This is Mia
bowling,
wants to take
bowling, bowling, bowling.
I think she's still the better baby mama. No hate, no shade.
I ain't know if that was his baby
Yo,
mama.
I mean, that
Yeah.
child had clothes on and her hair was clearly done. She was clearly well taken care of. I mean,
Well
or
fed.
taken care of,
She
at
looked
least
happy.
presentable.
yo,
She
and,
go
and
out
the
with
I mean,
reality of this shit is you can do everything right and still have a child that comes out defective.
But we talking about them though. They did everything
Hold up. At
wrong.
the end of the day, there's nobody on this panel. If we did everything right, and if you was in love with your spouse, whatever you was dealing with, and you had a child, you would not get rid of your baby if they came out to that fact. Period. Doesn't matter.
Speaking as
Because we're
someone
talking
on the
about
panel
we
who has a
basically going
child
through
that
things
was
that these
born 3
people
months
are
early and
dealing with.
has
You don't know what
cerebral
these people
palsy
are dealing with.
and
So at the end of the
seizures,
day,
my
you have
child
to look
has
at
those
the
things,
overall scenario.
and it wasn't
What
my
are these
fault.
people
So
dealing with? Ain't none of us ever been through no situation.
No,
like
my only
we
point
can't
was Slim. It was
I just said I have a
Both of them
child that
are
has disabilities.
both of them were I'm not talking about the child. I'm talking about, now we're including that they're celebrities and they got access to capital. But we have people that don't have access to capital, right? And I'm saying though, for the pro-lifers, right? Those people are unfit to be parents. That's not their ministry.
I agree with you,
Hold,
but
hold on, guys.
it's
Wait,
not
wait,
the
wait.
child's fault, bro. That's
Heaven
all I'm
actually
saying.
has the child with I don't want to say the same, but similar needs. Heaven, if going back to, we could dead this once and for all, but do you think that Christian should have had that baby, or do you think that it's a tough road ahead? What do you think? Because I mean, Ken brings up valid points, and so does Slim.
If she had made the decision early on, I don't think she should have kept the child to spare the child. To spare the child early on. Now, because it might not be in some people's eyes, pro-life, yes, but whose life? The child's life, long life, their childhood, the trauma that they endure during childhood. Those things are important to think about and consider when you're making those decisions, which is why men shouldn't make them, because they're men for a reason. We are, women for a reason, right? So that's why that should be between, us and the child's father. But when in situations like that, like I would not, my child was born 3 months early. She almost died 5 times and was in the NICU for 6 months. She was 2 pounds when she was born and has mild cerebral palsy and temporal lobe epilepsy. Wears a brace, does physical therapy, has ADD, ADHD combined type, and autism. So it is a very difficult thing to do, especially on your own, but it's doable if you're not selfish, if you care for your child. And that's why that whole situation, that little clip just hit me kind of hard, because if that child does have disabilities, then all of these things that they're doing in and around this child are that much more painful for that child. Any louder noises, things like that, are overstimulating for the child. Like, there's a lot more to consider if the child does have disabilities. As a parent who deals with a child who has disabilities, having to deal with IEPs, I know, that's not something that a lot of people have to delve into. But the child's life is important, and that needs to be considered. And which is, again, why men, like, that's why men are men and women are women. Because
Doc, is there anything that you want to add to the conversation, because you haven't had a chance to go yet?
I'm just curious because I'm listening to both sides and I can hear both points, but I think it's hard for me to completely agree with Slim's point, because he's also part of the party who doesn't believe in the government giving handouts. So if you're saying that these people are people of status who have money, but what about the mama who's smoking dope and don't got money, smoking crack and having these babies, the everyday people? We saying we don't want to give these people government support, and we're also going to make them have children if they get pregnant, which they are doing. So I mean, it's a catch-22. It's always going to be two sides to it. I don't know which side I'm on, but I just think that that's a hard argument to have, that you don't want to support them, but you want to make them have kids.
And remember, she
That's
was
the
8
thing,
months pregnant. She was 8 months pregnant, so she influenced her child to this. This wasn't a healthy mother that something just happened and your child was born with special needs. She spearheaded her child having special needs.
Listen, yo, where the fuck did common sense go? There's ways to protect yourself from having kids. Ain't nobody making nobody have no goddamn kids.
But what we saying is these not the responsible people. These people are drugs,
bro.
Rehab. These aren't responsible people. You're talking about responsible people.
I got a son with autism. At the end of the day, I did not know he was gonna have autism. The chick I was dealing with, she had a little drinking problem. I had my thoughts involved with it. It is what it is. Because my child came out that way, I don't feel no different about him. I still love him. I never wanted to get rid of him. He didn't make my life harder. I was a truck driver. It is what it is. I love my son to this day. I don't know what he could turn out to be. All I know is You're depriving things that we don't even have. We can't tell the future, bro. So we sit there and we analyze things based on our thoughts because what we feel a person might do or what they do in their lives. If they have a child, it is what it is. There's ways to protect yourself from having children. We all know this. Can we start there before we start blaming motherfuckers on what we don't support and shit like that? We can start right there. Protection. There's ways to elude it.
So I get that, but we can tell some part of the future. There's going to be people who have kids that have special needs, and some of them are going to be at fault for the activities that they do. Are you going to support these people getting government assistance?
Bro, listen.
That's a yes or no.
It's not a yes or no, because what he's trying to do is put me in the corner.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying these people are going to need help.
Common sense scenario. If you can get your ass up and go get your bread, if you decide to go out there and have sexual intercourse with a female or vice versa, and you decide to have a child, you should be able to take care of your goddamn responsibilities. There's no reason for you to be thinking about it. We have a kid, we should get the government to no, take care of your shit.
This can't be logical, Slim, because what you're saying is in a perfect world. And what I'm telling you is what happens in the real world. And what you're saying is to be logical would be to be cognizant of this happens every day.
Doc, you got kids, right?
Yeah, but it happens every day. We're not talking about me. What about the crackheads? You know any crackheads with kids? I know plenty of crackheads with kids.
I don't hang around.
Oh my God, Slim, you from New York? You know 10,000 crackheads with kids.
My kids away from the crackheads too.
There's a crackhead with kids walking down every street in New York. It ain't no lie. I go to New York.
Slim, you capping. Yeah, come on, bro. You grew up in New York, bro. You 50. You grew up in the crack era, bro.
I ain't been back to New York in 20
I walk out the door and breathe on a crackhead.